Hello, my name's Robert Williams from Clearly Talking. I'd like to talk to you today about overcoming public speaking nerves. Now, what am I talking about here? Most of you that have done any public speaking will know that there are some terrible side effects that come upon you when you're terrified of something. Now, let's be honest, public speaking isn't a normal position for a human being to be in. Now, I've done this for a number of years and I've got used to it, but I still occasionally get butterflies when I think about doing something new in particular. The symptoms that you'll be familiar with, of course, are sweaty palms, sometimes sweaty body, your mouth goes dry, you forget what you're going to say, sometimes the heart's pounding away thoroughly, and you become very clumsy. Now, all of those are quite common symptoms, so if you get those when you're going to do public speaking, guess what? That's perfectly normal and it's perfectly okay. So I've got 7 secrets for you for overcoming public speaking nerves to go with my 7 Secrets series. If you'd like to download the full copy, then you can go and sign up to our newsletter and our information service, and you can get the full report on how to overcome public speaking nerves. Now, I'll give you 3 right now. The first secret of overcoming public speaking nerves is to expect to be nervous. Well, you're thinking, this guy's off his rocker, because here I am, I've come to find out, how do I overcome public speaking nerves? And he's saying, well, expect to be nervous. Well, the trick is that if you expect to be nervous, you can prepare. If you don't expect to be nervous, you're telling yourself, I'm not going to let myself be nervous. No way, I'm not going to do it. When you are nervous, well, you'll have to beat yourself up doubly, because not only have you not met your own expectations, but you were actually nervous, and that's the end of that. So by expecting to be nervous, you can then prepare accordingly. You can set yourself up so that you're ready for it. Now, the sort of things that you might like to consider, well, because your palms are sweaty, don't do anything that requires manual dexterity. Your palms will be sweaty, your mouth will be dry, so have a bottle of water. Now, I say a bottle of water, and especially one of those ones with a little sort of teat on top that you pull up, ideal, because you might be a bit clumsy, you might knock the thing over. If it's in a bottle with a lid on it, it's not going to cause a lot of damage. And your notes. You'll forget. Have some notes. Make sure you've got some notes. And when you have your notes, make sure they're nicely clipped together so that if you should drop them, even your nervousness, they're not going to get into a disarray and a tangle, and you're not going to lose your place. Very important. So, your first secret for overcoming public speaking nerves is to expect to be nervous. The second one is time spent in preparation is never wasted. I don't think that you can spend too much time in preparation, particularly when you're new to public speaking. The trick is to focus your energies on the research of your subject so that you're well versed, and secondly, to understand who you're going to be talking to. Make sure you know what their level of expectation is, what their level of expertise in the subject is, or at least as best as you can. Sometimes it's not always possible to do a lot of research, but make sure that you know where they're at so that you can pitch your presentation accordingly. I think preparation time equals confidence when you come to speak. The third secret for overcoming public speaking nerves is it's not about you, it's about them. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Nerves are natural, but they're often a sign that you're focusing on the wrong thing. But you're focusing on yourself and how you're coming across, rather than your audience and what they need to know. Now, that's the point. It should never be about you as a speaker. It's always about your audience, and the speaker incidentally is you. That's you. You're the speaker. So when you're the speaker, it's always about your audience. and what your audience are going to gain out of the presentation, what they're going to learn. Now, sometimes it is purely entertainment, you know, are they going to be entertained or edified in some way? But that's the point, you know, make sure that, you know, they're going to get something out of it. Make sure that whatever it is, that you're there to deliver it. And that's the point, you're merely the means of delivery. They've come to hear you, they've come to hear how you present, they've come to find out about something new. Perhaps it's a new perspective, your perspective. And that's just as valid as anybody else's. Let's wrap this up for you. So, the 3 secrets for overcoming public speaking nerves are: firstly, expect to be nervous. Secondly, time spent in preparation is never wasted. And finally, that it's not about you, it's about them. Now, I hope you found that helpful. The full digest I've mentioned is available for you as a download from the website. Just sign up just there. And if you want to find out a little bit more, you can always drop me a line. My email address is robert@clearlytalking.com.